Well, hello there and welcome back, you lovely lot. Today we're going to do a 4th of July set using gel polish. Now, I've done a set with acrylic. I will pop that above, but I did say I was going to do one in gel, so here we go. Starting off with a couple of decals. I'm going to pop it in a drop of water, and it literally is a drop, as you can see there, not a lot at all. And then I'm going to go to these tips. I have 2 coats of fully cured white gel polish on there. Then what I'm going to do is go over with a really thin layer of First Base from CJelP. So taking this out the water, see if it slides off. Oh, really easy, look at that. I'm just going to get the water out of this decal before I put it onto the wet uncured base coat. So I am going to pop that on there. I'm just going to push down the sides, sticks and slides really easy, but I can see a couple of creases where it's not lying flat. So I'm coming in with my scissors, and I've left it all in for you. So I lay down one layer, then I overlap the other. So a little snip, lay one layer down and then overlap, and that will get rid of any creases. Do exactly the same with the second decal on the second tip. I'm just going to pop that out, slide. Don't want it to rip, so I'm doing it really carefully. Get the water out, and then pop that onto this nail tip. I'm going to put it right at the top on this one. Now the first nail tip is in the lamp, and that's having a full cure. So while that's in the lamp, we're going to pop this one on, do exactly the same as we did before. Exactly the same, making sure it's nice and flat. Being really gentle with this. So once they are both at the lamp and fully cured, I'm going to go around the edges with a file. This will ensure that when we top coat it, the top coat needs to come into contact with that white gel polish so that we can fully encase the decal. If you do not do this, then it can peel off later. So I'm going to give it a good layer of top coat on both of these nails, and then I will put it in the lamp for a full cure. So once both of those are fully cured and out the lamp, I did use Blue Sky top coat, so that's got a tacky layer, so I'm going to clean that off, and then I'm going to come in with the tap free top gloss here and go around the edge of this decal, and I'm going to edge it with the gel top coat. Careful not to go too far over that image there. Okay, so once I'm happy with where I've placed that top coat, and then I'm going to come in with this beautiful glitter. Look at this, look at this, look at this. Oh, we do like a little bit of sparkle, don't we? So it's from the bridal collection at the Glitter Fairy, and what I'm going to do is using a cuticle pusher, it's an old one, this one, I'm going to scoop it up and just sugar around that edge. Once I'm happy with that, I'm then going to put it in the lamp for a full cure. And I'm going to do exactly the same on the second decal nail, and I'm just going to do the bottom bit of this nail because the image goes quite to the edge there. Isn't that beautiful? So that's then fully cured and out the lamp. So now we're going to work on the next two. So on these two tips, I've got one layer of white gel polish. So on the first one, I'm going to go in with a second layer, but I'm going to do it super thin. You can see me there just scraping it off. and I'm going to leave that wet. Okay, so I'm going to move the white out of the way, and I'm going to come in with the red, which is Santa Red from, oh, Jingle Red rather, from Madam Glam, and I'm going to do both corners, and I'm going to put a generous layer on there. Wipe the brush just in case it's got any white gel polish on there. I don't want it to contaminate the rest of my bottle. Then the Colbalt blue from CJelP, I'm going to float that across here. And again at the bottom, float the blue across. Wipe the brush, pull it back in, and then come in with the white. I'm only going to use a really little bit. Again, floating it between the red and the blue. Remember, the white underneath is still wet. That will help with the blending process in a minute. Then I'm going to come in with a detailer brush. What I'm going to do is drag that through, wipe the brush. Drag it one way, drag it the other, wipe the brush. Coming back to my central point. I started to do it, you know, quite evenly, space between each time I dragged it through, because this is going to give me a tie-dye effect. But you know what? It wasn't enough for me. It really wasn't. I needed more. So I went in between the gaps. You'll see me go back in a minute. So what I'm going to do is do the top and the bottom of this, and then I will put that in the lamp, and I'm going to give it a double cure. The reason I'm going to do that is because some of that gel will be thicker in parts than others because we floated it on, so it's not going to be even all the way across there. So to make sure it's all fully cured, I am going to put that in the lamp twice. Okay, so once that's out the lamp, I'm then going to come in with some iridescent stars. I'm going to put 3 big stars across that white strip in the middle. And then I have some smaller ones which I'm going to scatter all over the red, white and blue tie-dye effect that we've got. I'm pushing that into that sticky layer. Then what I'm going to do is come in with a base coat. Now the reason I'm going to use base coat is to even out any lumpy bumpy bits that might be in that gel. Because we've floated it on, again, it's not going to be level. So what I need to do is level out that surface of that gel. So I'm going to come in and I'm going to float that generously all over that nail. 1, I don't want to move my stars, and 2, like I said, I want it to get into all the divots that might be on that nail. I mean, we've got stars on there as well now. Hold that upside down before popping in the lamp, give it a full cure, then we can top coat, and that will be this nail finished once we've popped that in the lamp and given that a full cure too. I think this is my favourite nail, guys. Which one's yours? I mean, I love the pictures, you know, the decals, I think they're amazing, but I love that nail. Right then, okay, so on the final nail here, I'm going to go in with a wiggly line in the red from Madam Glam, and I'm going to pop that in the lamp. I am going to give that 2 layers, but I'm just going to show you this one. Then what I'm going to do is get the detailer brush from Kylie Weary, and I am going to just go along that wiggly line and put that Colbalt blue from CJelP right up to that Jingle red that we've got there. Now that is fully cured, but I still, you know, I still want to keep the lovely wave in there. So I'm going to do that. I'm just loading up the brush there, straight out the bottle. I'm going to put that up, and then I'm going to come in with the brush straight out the bottle and paint the rest of that gel polish on that white surface there. So guys, the reason I put white underneath is that's to make the red and the blue pop, because I do find that, and I really wanted that for this gel polish design. So I'm going to give this again a couple of layers, but I'm just going to show you this one fully cured and out the lamp. Then we're going to come in with a fine detailer brush, and I'm just going to edge that wavy line, wiggly wiggly wiggly, and then I'm going to do wavy stripes. So I know, blah, 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 put my teeth in. I know it's stars and stripes, but I didn't want to do like straight lines. I wanted something a little bit different. So I have gone in and done wavy lines. So I'm going to do wavy lines all the way down the red section of this nail, pop it in the lamp and give it a full cure. Here I am using the CJelP Gel Paint in Snowdrop. Guys, I did show you everything that we're using today right at the beginning, but as always I will list it down below in the description box. Any of those lines that seem a little bit thin or a bit sparse, I'm just going to go over. Pop it in the lamp, fully cured, and then what we're going to do is top coat it. So I'm going to give that a generous amount of top coat, turn it upside down just to level it off where the gel paint is. Then what I'm going to do here is I'm going to draw some stars, guys. I know. Now let me tell you, I've tried so many ways to draw stars and I am rubbish. I have tried drawing them on with a pencil. I've tried the lines where you zigzag them across, and they come out all, they're not standard, you know, shaped stars. They come out wonky and all sorts. So I saw somebody do a clock, and what they did was they put a dot in the middle and they did a 12 o'clock, a 2 o'clock, 11 o'clock, and I thought, do you know what, can't be arsed with this. So I don't know how I came about it, but I started to do a stick man. It started with a clock and it wasn't going right at all. So I was like rubbing it out and rubbing it out. So I ended up doing a stick man. So let me talk you through it. So I put a dot in the middle and I'm going to come up for his head. Left to right for his arms. And then a left leg and a right leg. Then from the middle, I'm going to pull it out and just thicken those lines into little triangles. And this is the closest I've got, guys, to standard star shapes. Now, honestly, for a first go, it worked for me. That's all I'm going to say. And I'm really chuffed with this. They're not perfect by a long shot, but I reckon after a couple of practices I'll get there. But it meant that I could do them bigger, smaller, even, you know, really, really tiny. Really chuffed with this, guys. Really chuffed. So what I'm going to do is finish off popping some stars all over the blue part of this nail. This gel paint is wet, guys, so what I'm going to do is sugar it with some Superfine glitter. Pop that in the lamp for a full cure. Then that's the end of this nail play today. I really do hope you've enjoyed this little video. If you have, would you please take a moment and hit that thumbs up? And if you're not subscribed already, guys, I would absolutely love it if you would. As always, there's a clip at the end to show you the finished design in its full glory. If you've got any questions or comments, please pop them below. As always, guys, stay safe. And until next time, thanks for watching. Bye.